Hello, and welcome back to more of Final Fantasy Eventide Trance. Last time, we entered the first trance dungeon and made some progress, but we went through a number of healing items and took a bit of damage and also managed to use up all of the arrows that I was carrying. I do have another stack of arrows, which I'm going to grab now. And we could always use some iron to trade for more arrows, but it occurs to me I've left a lot of loot behind already on this map. There's the cave spider obelisk, which was the first obelisk we took down that I didn't take out the bottom of. There's a creeper obelisk over here, and I think there was a cave spider den that I never went back to also over here that has a bunch of loot in it potentially. And so I figure before we go back to the trance, let's start things off today by returning to some of the places that we've probably left loot behind. It will still be dangerous over here near the creeper obelisk by virtue of the fact that I only kind of took out the top of it and did not take out the creeper spawners that are presumably embedded inside the bottom of it. And so we're going to go check that out. We're going to see if we can light it up and then take home any of the loot that's there, as well as inside the cave spider area that I lit up over here. And hopefully one of those arrows will have like a nice, or one of those areas, I think there's a loot chest in there that I still never got. One of those areas will have a few stacks of arrows, or possibly even an infinity book would be nice. Oops, crap. I just fell, oh, there's another cave spider spawner over here. Hello. It appears that I reached it in time. I do not need you. So we'll go ahead and take you out. It looks like you may have just spawned just as I broke it. Yep, here we go. Where is he? Where are you at? I see you. I see your particles. Hey, dude. There you are. Okay. All right, so presumably there's more loot right there. It looks like it. I will worry about that in a second. My first priority is to do some of this and start getting this area, oops, a bit more lit so we don't have to worry about creepers coming out of the creeper obelisk. Oh, crap. Ah! All right, not playing well. Didn't warm back up, apparently. No warm up. Makes for bad Brian. Oh, boy. All right, we're still doing okay. I do need the food. We did just get a creeper head, so that's going to help. This will heal some up. And, okay, let me focus on taking out some more guys and not ignoring skeletons. One ignores skeletons at one's peril. And obviously, he caused me to fall down into an area by knocking me off. All right, I hear a zombie walking up over here. But basically, if I can light up this creeper area, then it should be easy to go ahead and take out those spawners inside and see if there's a loot chest inside, which I expect there will be, as well as the loot chest that we get out of the cave spider spawner area. But let's just do one more kind of swing around like so to feel a little bit better about the general lighting conditions of this area. And then presumably there's also, okay, it's still the case that we could get, yes, creeper spawning just like that, but here's the spawners. Happy to go ahead and just break those spawners. Let's get away from the creeper. And, oh, Silverfish Apocalypse. I'm pretty sure that my Sharpness Sword can take out, yeah, the Silverfish in one hit. So I'm not too worried about spawning more Silverfish, and it'll actually, oh, darn it, get me a little bit more experience, perhaps. So it's not necessarily a bad thing to go ahead and kill those guys off. And we can kill these guys off. And I still have... Oh, hello. All right. Silverfish do not do much damage, apparently, because I still have my two whatever hearts. And we should have destroyed what I believe is all the spawners in this area. That's apparently a silverfish. And inside this chest, 32 more arrows. Okay, that's one of the main things that I came for. And, right, that's usually the case, yes, that there's an ender chest here, which apparently I never emptied out from last time, because the ender chest is filled with stuff. And so I'll empty that out. Let's go ahead and grab all these things. Can I grab all these things? Just about. Let's grab that, and that, and that. And I can even take these back. Great. Okay, so we got some loot there. My inventory is full and my ender chest is full, so I'm going to run home, empty these things out, and then I believe there's the cave spiders that I accidentally fell down into there, and there are the cave spiders that I purposely conquered a couple of episodes back up here, and I believe I haven't looked at either of those chests yet, and so we'll see what other loot we get as well. Okay, I dropped off one load of loot, and the ender chest is empty once again. Didn't happen to see any infinity books when I was doing that, but we are up to a stack and a half of arrows, and so we did gain like a half a stack of arrows there. A lot of skeletons over here. Some of them have enchanted bows. Oh boy! Okay, can make that jump. So long as skeletons aren't shooting at me at the same time. Darn it. Okay. Shot in the back. Just going to try to run past them. And then, let's see, the cave spiders. The first nest was right over here. I left my shovel on me so I could have an easier way to come down into here. And I hear skeletons. Yep, there he is. He's found me. Alright, that skeleton is down, and I don't hear any others coming after me, so I don't think the others saw me or they lost track of me. And this chest has a piece of gravel on top. And can't really tell behind it. Aha, yes, there is a dispenser with poison potions. Alright, we encountered this before with the very first cave spider spawner that we saw. And so presumably that's the only trap. Let's see, if I do this... Kind of taking a risk, but now that that's been disarmed, I think I'm probably okay. Yeah, it looks like that's the only trap associated with this. Haha. Alright, neat. So we have a redstone torch. I will grab that, and most importantly, I suppose, is whatever loot we might find here, which includes another stack of arrows, which is great, because that's the main thing I was going after. I hear some skeletons again. I think they're just wandering around up here, though. So I should be okay. I don't know that I want the poison potions for anything, so I'm going to drop them off and grab the enchanted books. And let's see. I can also get rid of one torch and that and 2 bits of dirt in order to grab all these books. So that is pretty good. We'll bring another... Oops. Didn't mean to use my good sword on that. We'll bring another load of loot home and then see what's in the one final cave spider spawner. Assuming that I can do that successfully. Forward once more. I see enemies spawning right in front of my eyes. And I probably shouldn't be using all of these arrows since I'm still trying to gain arrows over here, but it's a good way to take out enemies at range. And let's see what we've won from the other cave spider spawner, which I kind of fell into that was kind of like down in the front of this area, I think. And so I was standing here, and then I fell down right here, I think. And so with the cave spiders right down there, I suppose. And how do I actually... What's a good way to get down here? Let me do some digging. There we go. And over in this area, let's see what we've won. Once again, a suspicious-looking chest. And... let's see, if I were 3-2 and I was trying to hide something, I don't see anything just back behind here. So maybe this one's okay? I think this one might be okay. I don't think that this one is actually trapped. So let's see what we've won. Great, more stuff. And... still don't see any infinity. But that's okay. There's another full stack of arrows here. And so I will... Can I grab all this stuff? I probably can. Grab all this stuff. I was completely wrong. I can by no means fit all of this stuff in my inventory. All right, I'll sort through this and see you guys back at home. It just occurred to me that while I'm here, there's also these creeper heads, which can be traded in for good stuff. And so let me just drop off some inventory really quick here. And yeah, I think I've actually lit up this area sufficiently now that I'm not expecting to be surprised by any bad guys. But let me grab all of these creeper heads as well, and that'll be some more free golden apples. Still no infinity books that I could see among the new loot, but we still have the cave spider obelisk, which was the first obelisk that we took down that we didn't take the kind of bottom portion of. And so I would like to take that one down as well. And there's actually a fair number of mushrooms that have spread over here. And just to farm them up, because I expect I'll trade more of them in for the pork chops later on. I have plenty of food in terms of mushroom stew, just in terms of, I don't know, running around food. But the pork chops could be good for when we're inside the trance, just to make sure we keep our saturation up a bit more in the future. But yeah, right over that hill is where we took out the first obelisk that had the cave spiders. And I am down a few hearts. I've only got 13.5 out of my 20. And so my expectation is that I will eat a golden apple as I kind of rush in there, because cave spiders are almost certainly going to poison me. They're much harder to kind of like hit and dodge than the rest of the bad guys. And yeah, but at this point I've taken out the top of the obelisk, and so all that it remains is kind of the bottom portion. So let's eat this. Let's run out here, and let's just start putting down light the first time. As much light as we can, kind of all along the outside here. Then we'll run back and try to shoot down a cave spider or two. And then we'll run back in. Oh, it's not even a cave spider. Wow, look at that. Then we'll run back in and try to take out the actual spawners. And since there's mossy cobble here, that cannot house silverfish. So I will break those guys and break those guys. And I think, yeah, this is a cave that I had entered before, because there was like another cave spider area kind of right under there. And so I think we took that out before any managed to spawn, or maybe I got a little bit lucky there. Yeah, here's the other cave spider area, which I see that there's a chest here, actually. Did I take all this stuff? I guess I basically was running out of inventory room, and so I left the chests. But I'll go ahead and grab these things now. Anything else in here? A little bit of cobble. All right, but there's the ender chest that should be inside the bottom of this one, and let's see what kind of loot that we've actually won from this guy. Obelisk, show me what I've won, because I don't see any other bad guys around. You've won. Mostly kind of mediocre stuff. All right, but I will grab all of this. I guess I can just stand right here and go like this. And not all of it will fit in my inventory, but that's okay, because now I'm standing on an ender chest. Da-da-da-da. I'm back at home and sorting through my loot. Heads up, Protection 3 didn't have any unbreaking on it, and it's getting mostly broken down, and so I have a bunch of protection books that I think I can combine into a Protection 4 book if I do crazy things like this. So I do this, and then I do a little bit of that, and then I can combine this and that. Ooh, cost 16. Well, guess what? It just so happens that I'm sitting on many, many bottles of enchanting, and so might as well start using them. And so we'll get ourselves up to level 16, so that I can, oops, all right, I broke a few too many there, so I can get this up to, ooh, all right, and we finally used our first anvil as well, which is not a problem because I have 19 more of them ready to go. All right, but we will set the anvil back down there. And now I have a book with Protection 4, Efficiency, Power, Respiration, and Fire aspect. Only the protection and the respiration will go on the helmet. And that is fine. And how many levels is that going to take? Oh, right, but I wanted Unbreaking as well. Do I have another Unbreaking 3 book? Let me take a look and see if I have that, actually. Okay, here we go. Here's a book with Unbreaking on it. And so, wow, cost 21 to combine those things. Well, that is fine. All right, and so not the best combination of all these books. Oh, that only costs... Right, I forgot to check out. Okay, I've got too many things on this book, unfortunately. Now it's going to cost an enchantment cost of 20 to put that on there. All right, so I just wasted some of my experience because I was doing things in the wrong order. I should have been a little bit more picky so that I didn't end up with so many separate enchants that are just going to fall off of the helmet. But oh well, I did not do that, but that's okay. And I think I'm not going to bother renaming the helmet this time around. But Iron Helmet with Protection 4, Respiration 3, Unbreaking 3. That should last us a good long time. And yeah, actually, I do want to rename it. And so let me get enough for another level. And we will call this guy Brains. Because the zombie's trying to go after your brains, but this thing has got protection 4, and so it's not going to let him get it. I think that's good. All right, so we have a nice new helmet, and we can take heads up off and put brains on. And in any case, I did end up with 4 stacks of arrows now, and so I'm reasonably confident to try to take another run back into the trance and see if we can go up towards the top of the area that we were trying to do last time. And so let's go to trance number 1. Oh, right, I have the loot that I left here. I forgot about this. I should remember that I have the diamond sword here. I'd completely forgotten about it. And remember to bring that home next time. I've got some Unbreaking 5 boots. That's good, because these booties are very nice in terms of the enchants. But they're about halfway worn down, and so those Unbreaking 5 boots will come in handy as well. But let's see. When I was last in here, so we had the room over here that had the bouncy creepers that we took out. And then we had the gotcha room over there that had some loot. And then I'd moved forward this way. Right. And then there was leather zombies, and there were gold zombies, and then at the top there were iron zombies and cave spiders. And we were kind of struggling at the top level. Last time we were here. Yeah, right around here. And so let's go in and take out cave spider spawner. And put some light on the walls. Okay, so there's a whole room over there. I'm not going to worry about that one just yet. And then there's also a room over here that has more cave spiders that I just want to get rid of. Like so. You're up in the corner. So we'll kill you. And anything else in this room? Doesn't look like it. Some light in the ceiling. Okay, so it looks like this was just to kind of house those cave spiders. And so I guess that direction is the way that we need to move forward if we want to move forward, and I guess I'll do that just in case there's any more spawners hidden in the walls. I haven't seen anything spawning while I've been here now, so I'm feeling pretty good about this area. And yeah, everything's in pretty good shape. We have 4 golden apples and instant health potion if we need it. So let's just try. Okay, I see some creepers there. Let's back off and see what we've gotten ourselves into. Okay, creepers with gold particles. Zombies with gold particles. It could be the case that all the guys in here have gold particles, and that's why you get the extra drops. Maybe. Oh, speaking of extra drops, I want that. Yoink! Alright, and seems like the bad guys kind of have trouble seeing me. Right over here around the corner. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there you are. And I hear zombies falling. So that kind of suggests that they're coming out of spawners high up. Oh, we dropped a head. Great. I'm tempted to use this. I haven't encountered enough resistance that I really need to necessarily, though. That creeper over there. Okay, these guys, I see. They were probably just spawning up top. Okay, here comes the creeper. You're the guy I wanted to get rid of. So they were probably just taking the shortcut down. Let's do this. Let's get this lit up and run through here. And I'm just kind of running around in the loop to make sure the zombies who were pursuing me are kind of all backed off. Alright, we need to worry about leader zombies spawning other zombies right in front of us or behind us or whatever, but these guys are dropping a lot of loot. So that's really good. I see, yeah, more and more potions that I'm picking up. This is, oops, great. The first place inside the trance that I feel like I'm turning a profit. In terms of health, there's an enderman. Okay, let's get out of here. Took some fall damage. But I think I'm going to eat this because I saw my food was down. And okay, so I got, oh crap, that could actually help me. Let's run past these guys. I kind of want to get the enderman too, but let's not worry too much about that. Alright, you guys can fall off. Nope, not going to fall off. Okay. And there's one more over here. This still isn't too bad. Alright, you need to go. Alright, with the skeleton out of the way, I should be in pretty decent shape again. Still guys coming at me. Oh crap, that guy just spawned. Okay, so I need more light right in this corner. Crap, 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 crap. Yeah. Alright, creepers have been a pain in the neck. So let's go ahead and start taking out spawners. Yeah, I have lots of things I can farm if I need to. I guess I shouldn't worry about any kind of spawner in terms of thinking of it as a farming opportunity, unless it's the case that there's high spawner density. And so far, the spawners that I found have been relatively spread out from one another. That Enderman is still there, and I still want to try to get his Ender Pearl. So I'm probably going to do that, even though that might not be a smart thing to do. And, alright, if I stand here, it's unlikely that the Enderman's going to despawn. Am I? Okay. Wanted to make sure I wasn't backing into another bad room, another bad place. Crap. Alright, foolish Brian. Let's go ahead and eat another golden apple, because I see another one on the ground right here. Let's take care of the creeper. There we go. And the zombie. And now I'll attack the Enderman. Ah, darn it. Quit sneaking up on me, zombie. I'm trying to kill an Enderman here. Okay. That worked out well. I took advantage of my absorption hearts there. This skeleton has an enchanted bow, and so I want him to go away. That skeleton does too. He's got a punch bow. Okay. And, okay. This is behind a wall, so I feel safe there. We took out the creeper spawners, so I feel kind of safe over here. Yeah, I think this ended up going pretty well. I think I turned, yeah, I've got a lot of healing potions. I think I turned a profit kind of coming up here. So that's good. Rather than open anything else up now. Oh, and there's more loot down here. Heads. Another golden apple. All right, that actually was really good. I'm happy with that. And there are 2 spawners here. I see. So that's where the skeletons with the enchanted bows are spawning from. So I need a little bit more light like that. And I think that will prevent them from spawning. I'm going to put one more torch over here. All right. That's good. I could continue to advance, but I think maybe we're coming up on the episode boundary once again. And so I think instead I will retreat back to the entrance, sort through inventory, and perhaps see you next episode. I can speak.